Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here once again for another episode of our pandemic yoga. Hope everyone is well. If you're near or far, thank you again for sharing this time and space with me. My name is ALANNA, and I'll be leading you through a morning flow. So to begin, let's make our way down onto the mat, and if you're not already there, come on down. Lie on your back. Just let yourself settle into your mat. Just recognizing that this is your home base. This is your place of complete acceptance. As you take this first few moments of the practice to let your mind, your body settle into the earth, let the eyes close. And let yourself bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees gently open out to the sides. And we'll move through a two-part breathing exercise. So let's bring one hand over the center of the navel and the other hand over the center of your heart. As you draw your breath in, begin by inhaling, lifting the belly and then the chest. Exhale, release the belly, and then the chest. Inhale, lift the belly and chest. Exhale, release the belly and chest. Continue at your own pace. Feel the ripple as you inhale, letting the belly expand, waving up into the heart space. Release with ease the navel to the earth and then the chest. Take a few more rounds on your own. With each cycle becoming a little bit more present, letting go of any words or thoughts. Letting yourself be completely here and now in your body. And then slowly we'll start to extend the legs out, take the arms overhead, take a long body stretch, opening the rib cage, pressing out through the toes, out through the fingers, and then we'll slide the feet flat onto the mat from here. Extend the right leg up, straight up towards the sky. Bring your hands behind the back of that leg. Keep your shoulders and neck relaxed to begin. And let's just pop the ankle a few times. Toes towards you and then toes away. And then let's add some rotations, rolling that foot around one direction, lifting the arch, and then the opposite. And then flattening the lower back here. This is important to remember to keep that lower back nice and flat through this next series. So interlace your fingers, index finger point straight up towards the sky. As you exhale, we're going to lift the shoulders and point our fingers to the right side of the body. As you inhale, lower that right heel towards the ground and extend the fingertips overhead. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, belly button drawn in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, two more, inhale, exhale. Release that left leg long, take another long body stretch. Bring your hands down by your hips, feet flat on the mat. Switching sides, extend the left leg up, interlace the fingers, grab a hold of the back of that knee, point and flex the ankle around a few times. The shoulders and neck relaxed as you roll the ankle around, lifting the toes, lifting the arch, and take it the opposite direction. Press out through the heel, bring your hands together, interlace the finger. Exhale, draw your shoulders up, point opposite of that left leg. Slowly release the heel with fingertips back
behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release that right leg. Reach your fingertips overhead. One last nice long body stretch here. And then draw the knees into the chest. Draw your forehead towards your knee. Wrap yourself in a little ball. Option to rock and roll yourself into a comfortable seated position. Give yourself a few spinal massages here as you roll forward and back. If that doesn't serve you, just help your way onto one side and gently guide yourself into a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, shift your weight side to side so you feel evenly rooted through each sit bone. Let's come together with 3 breath cycles. As you inhale, circle, sweep the arms up overhead, palms meet at the top. Exhale, thumbs down through heart center. Again, inhale, lift the heart, lift the fingers. Exhale, center your mind, thumbs to chest. Last time, inhale, rise up. Exhale, breathing in. Rest your hands on top of your knees, and let's move through a few rounds of seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, lift the sternum, lift the chin, shoulders down out of the ears, arching forward. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone around the chin to chest, hammock the spine. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Maybe give yourself a little smile towards the sky. And exhale, round back in. Inhale, come to a nice neutral spine. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, open your torso towards your left side. Release your right hand onto your left knee. Left fingertips tent up behind the body. Inhale to lift through the crown of the head. And exhale, moving into that twist. Full deep breaths here. Allow yourself to open a little bit further at the bottom of each exhale. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, rotate your torso back to center, and then exhale towards the opposite side. Release the hands. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, twist. Each breath moves you a little bit deeper. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms back overhead. And exhale, release the hands down, sides of the body. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chin and chest one last time. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Come into a fold. Release forward. Extend the arms back behind you. Maybe your forehead comes down towards the ground. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift back out and up. Then we're going to transition into tabletop position. Coming into hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart here. We're going to open up our mid-back. So we're going to take alternating times, lowering our forearms onto the earth. So we'll start with our right side. As you exhale, drop that right forearm and then bring your gaze up over the left shoulder. Inhale to lift back to center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. So just moving side to side. I invite you to move at your own pace at home. Looking up over that shoulder as we drop the opposite forearm down. Just feel that opening across that thoracic spine, backs of the shoulder blades. One more time each side. And then meeting back in a neutral spine. From here, we're going to untuck your toes. So you're going to lift your knees by pressing through the tops of the feet just a few inches up and away from the ground, gazing down towards your fingertips, letting those knees hover for 3, 2, 1, and release. Now tuck your toes, stretching through the bottoms of the feet. Same thing, let those knees hover up and away from the earth. Pull that navel into the spine for 3, 2, 1. Release. One more time, let's stretch the tops of the feet, pressing down, lifting the knees, gazing towards the earth, holding here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Release the knees. Bring your hands one palm print forward from tabletop. Tuck your toes, and then peel your hips back and up. First, downward facing dog. Take your time, let this be nice and easy. Deep bend and opposite knees swing side to side. Relax the crown of the head. Nodding yes and no. Shake it out. Nice and fluid for our first downward dog of the day. And then very slowly walking your feet forward towards the front of the mat, traveling all the way forward. And let's take our time here. Heavy bend in the knees, holding onto opposite elbows, and just let yourself ragdoll. Let the torso really drop down towards the ground, swaying side to side, holding onto opposite elbows. Gently releasing the hold of those elbows, rooting down through your feet. Let's rise up to stand, bringing the bones, stacking them one on top of the other. Roll the shoulders down and back when you arrive, standing tall and bright into Dasana, mountain pose. Let's run through 2 rounds of sun salutation A. As you inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, lift, reaching up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, release into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back into your high plank. We're going to slowly lower to modified, so release the knees onto the earth, untuck your toes, bend your elbows, exhale, lower all the way down. 3 rounds of Cobra. Inhale, gentle Cobra to begin. Feel the shoulders down out of the ears. Exhale, release the chest and chin. Inhale, maybe lifting a little bit higher, opening the chest. Exhale, release, let the breath guide you. Last time, inhale, and then we're going to hold here. On the exhale, bring your gaze over that right shoulder, looking towards the back of the room. Inhale, gaze back to center. Exhale, over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. As you exhale, roll over your knees. Pausing in child's pose. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Elongating the spine as you rest your forehead onto the earth. From here, tuck your toes, peel your hips back, downward facing dog. Looking up between the hands, stepping your way towards the top of the mat. Rise halfway up on the inhale. Exhale into your forward fold. Root down through your feet. Inhale, dive up to stand. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Step your feet back into your plank. Maybe taking the full version without the knees on the ground. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows graze the ribs. Inhale, cobra, or maybe taking upward facing dog. Exhale, take it all the way back into downward facing dog. Looking up between your hands, stepping your way forward towards the top of the mat, rising halfway up on the inhale. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, hands upward. Again, one more time. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back into your high plank. Lowering chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale and downward facing dog. We're going to move from downward dog into plank, just flowing back and forth between the two. So as you inhale, shift yourself forward, rolling shoulders over the wrist, draw the belly button in. Exhale, shift back from your navel. Inhale, flowing forward. One fluid breath. Exhale, takes it back. 3 more times. Inhale, forward. Feel all those muscles connecting through the movement. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Looking up between the hands, stepping, or maybe giving yourself a light hop to the front of the mat. Rising halfway up on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands out. We're going to do a little visualization with our breath work next. So standing tall in mountain pose. I call this the coffee press breath. So maybe you coffee lovers will appreciate this one. So as you inhale, reach your arms up. Palms face down towards the ground. As you exhale, just envision pressing out any negativity, any stress. Release it down out of the feet, out of the palms. Again, inhale, reaching up. As you exhale, envision anything no longer serving you, pressing it out of your body, out of the soles, out of your hands. One more time, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, clearing it all out, releasing, pressing it out into the earth. 3 more rounds. This time, as you inhale, reach up. This time, as you exhale, envision that white light, white, fresh prana moving through your body. All the way through each part of the body, all the way through the toes. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, that shower of vibrant white light all through the body. Last time, reaching up, draw it all in. Exhale, feel your whole body enveloped, clean and bright. All the way to the toes and fingertips. Take a moment, let the eyes close, rotate your palms forward, and just notice how your being feels after that visualization. Coffee press, breathing exercise. You can do that anytime during the day to reset your energy. Good, feeling awake and alive. Let's move into our next series. Starting with a balance pose, let's move into Warrior 3. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Draw that right knee up in line with the hip. Pull that navel in, tuck the tailbone. Hands at your heart. As you do so, you're going to shift that right leg back. Hinge from your hips. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. Press out through that right heel. Staying here, or maybe taking the arms out to the sides, laying out the fingertips like wings. You can even take the arms forward. Good. Feel that line of energy from the fingertips out through the heel. 2 more breaths. Breathing in thanks for our left foot, left toes, keeping us stable. Slowly draw your fingertips towards the ground. Keep that right heel lifting up nice and high, vertical split. So draw your nose towards your knee as you lift that right leg from the inner thigh up towards the sky. And then very slowly, we're going to invite that right foot towards the back of the mat, all the way down, landing in a high lunge. Left knee over heel. Tent up your fingertips. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Power up that right quadricep. From here, root down through your right hand. We're going to sweep that left arm up towards the sky, opening into a twist. We're going to take 3 breaths here. So on your exhale, thread that left hand under the left leg. On the inhale, sweep it back up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower, sweep under. Inhale, lift. Last time, sweep it under. Inhale, really deepen the twist. Good. From here, we're going to switch to side plank pose. So see if you can pour your focus into your right hand, outer edge of that right foot as you sweep that left leg back into your side plank. Now you can stay here in the full version or release that right knee onto the ground for modified. Holding here in whatever version you're in, 3 more breaths. Maybe sweeping that left arm overhead, taking a nice side body stretch. Gaze to the ground, release that top hand. Come onto your knees, come all the way down to the earth. Inhale, back bend, Cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking up between the hands, stepping or maybe floating yourself forward. Rise halfway up on the inhale. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, down to the heart. Moving into our balance series once again. Coming into our warrior 3. Pour your focus into your right foot this time. Bring your left knee in line with that left hip. Tuck your tailbone. Under, belly button drawn in. Arms up towards the sky, nice and tall. Flex that left heel, palms at your heart, and then shift yourself into your version of warrior 3. Options with the hands. And if this is new to you, just work on lifting those left toes up and down a few times. Seeing how it feels to pour your focus and energy into that right leg. Gaze towards the earth, 2 more breaths. Slowly bring your fingertips towards the ground, vertical splits. Draw your nose towards your knee, lift from the left inner thigh. Relax the crown of the head. And then very slowly releasing that left leg towards the back of the mat. Align that right knee over heel. Tent up your fingers. Root down through that left hand. Inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, reach, looking up if that feels good. Exhale, under. Inhale and reach. Last time, reach it under. Good, and inhale. Now, moving into side plank, pouring that weight into that left hand, outer edge of that left foot, stacking the right foot on top. Holding here. Maybe taking that side body stretch, sweeping that right arm overhead. Gaze is towards the earth. Release that right hand down. Taking your flow, lowering chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Settle in here for 3 breaths. We're going to take our feet mat width apart. So take your feet to the edges of the mat. Taking a little twist here. Let's start with your left hand. You're going to thread that left hand under the body. Grab a hold of the outer edge of that right leg. So the further down the leg you grab a hold, the more of that rotation you're going to feel in the spine. So grab anywhere that feels best. See if you can bring your gaze up towards the sky underneath that right arm. And then we'll switch sides. Root that left hand back down. Thread that right hand under. Grab a hold. Open up your spine. Looking towards the sky. And then bring that right hand back. Take your feet back hip distance apart. On the inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step or guide that left foot all the way up between the hands. Spin that back heel down. Find that heel arch alignment in your feet. And one sweeping breath, we're going to windmill the arms all the way around into warrior 2. Settle in. Relax the shoulders from the ears. We're going to draw the bow here. So, on the inhale, both palms come together. Rotate your gaze towards the front. On the exhale, we're going to take that right hand, slide it across the left forearm, across the chest, all the way to the back. Inhale, palms meet. Exhale, draw your bow. Inhale, palms meet. Exhale, flow it back. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From here, we're going to rotate the palms up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up, pivot those left toes in, right toes out, so now your feet are parallel with one another. Gain space through each vertebrae, reach up one more time, and on the exhale, hinge at your hips, dive down into a straddle fold. The 10th of the fingers, bend that right knee and sink your weight towards the back. Walk your hands back with you. You're going to flow side to side here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, shift it forward. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. 2 more rounds. Maybe challenge yourself by bringing your arms out to the sides, keeping your chest parallel to the ground. Inhale into center. Exhale to shift. Inhale. Exhale. Come a little bit deeper each time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Last time to the left. And exhale. Release your hands down. We're going to walk all of our hands to the front. Rotate all 10 toes to the front of the mat. Hands come to the inside of that left foot. So heel toe that left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Lizard pose. Release that back knee down. Untuck the toes. So again, hands are on the inside of that left leg. Starting with the hands under the shoulders. Maybe this is a deep enough hip opener for you. This is a pretty deep one. Lizard pose. If you'd like to take it further, bring your forearms either down to a block or onto the earth. Settling in, we're going to take about 5 or 10 breaths. So do what feels best. Do what served you this morning. Another option for that left leg, you can start to roll onto that knife edge of that left foot, opening out the hips. Slowly, if your forearms are on the ground, walk your hands back onto the mat. We'll heel toe that left foot back to center. Pick up your back knee, step the left foot back into your high plank, take your flow, lower chaturanga, inhale Cobra or upward facing dog, exhale through downward facing dog. From here, inhale the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep that right leg all the way through, spin the back heel down. One sweeping breath brings you all the way up and around. Settle into your warrior two. Shoulders relax from the ears. Nice deep bend into that front knee. Let's find our bow. On the inhale, palms sweep together at the front. On the exhale, with intention, draw that left arm across the body all the way to the back. Inhale, palms meet. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, feel your torso shift towards the front as you bring that left hand forward. Exhale, feel the torso open up to the left as you sweep the left arm back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Rotate your palms up. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Rotate right toes in, left toes out. Exhale, release into your straddle fold. Take a few breaths here. We're going to just enjoy the straddle fold in this round. So you can do different options. You can ragdoll, you can hold onto opposite elbows and just let your torso sway like a pendulum for a few breaths. Maybe holding on to the calves, dropping your torso deeper towards the ground. Or you can interlace the fingers behind the back of the head, right at the occiput. Just give your cervical spine a little bit of traction here. Wherever you're at, take about 4 more breaths. Let the eyes close. Now we're going to shift side to side. So either using your hands on the ground for support, or you can take the more challenging version by bringing the arms out to the sides like wings. Starting with the left foot, sink your weight towards the left side, shifting to the back. Inhale to center, exhale to the right side. Inhale to center, exhale, sink it back. Inhale to center, exhale to the front. One more time to the back. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Inhale to center, and exhale to the right. Wherever you're at, release your hands to the ground. Rotate your toes towards the front. Then again, heel toe that right leg to the edge of the mat. Right hand comes to the inside of that right foot. Sink that back knee down towards the ground. Untuck your toes. Drop into your pigeon pose. Option to take it deeper again by bringing your forearms onto the block or onto the mat. And also option to roll onto the outer edge, slightly opening that right knee out to the side. your eyes closed, feel the opening in the body. If you're on your forearms, slowly start to walk your hands back onto the mat. Heel toe that right foot back to center. Pick up your back knee. Step that right foot into your high plank, taking your flow, lowering chaturanga, opening into your upward or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From downward dog, let's release our knees to the outer edges of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back to your heels, taking a wide-legged child's pose. Option to bring your palms together overhead, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Opening the triceps, opening your heart. Bringing your presence, your awareness into your mat, into your breath, into your body. Release your hands back to the earth. Come onto your hands and knees here. And we'll move into Pigeon Pose. So let's start by extending that left leg straight out behind. Get a nice lengthening to that left hip flexor. And then we're going to bring that left knee behind the left wrist. Lower the shin onto the ground. And then slide that back knee back to the ground. If you find that your left hip is staying away from the earth, your hips are tight, grab your rolled blanket, sweatshirt, or a block, bring it underneath that left hip. Untuck the back toes, take a peek back and check that your right hip, knee, and heel are in one nice line. And then let's slowly drop down into our Pigeon Pose. Settling in. And then slowly coming onto your hands, we're going to leave our left hip on the mat. So come heavy onto that left hip. Bring that right leg all the way around. We're going to switch into a twist. So that right foot comes to the outer edge of that left thigh. Tent up your right fingertips behind you. Inhale to lift the left arm high. And exhale into your twist. Either hooking that left elbow or just hugging that right shin into the body. Gazing over the back shoulder with each exhale. And slowly unwinding. Bring that right leg back to the back of the mat. Come onto your hands. We'll do sunbird pose to release. So squeeze that left leg back. Come onto your forearms. Lift that left heel high to the sky. Drop your forehead towards the ground. And then slowly release that left knee. Back into tabletop. Extend that right leg out nice and long. And then draw that right knee behind the right wrist. Sinking your hips towards the earth. Settle in. Maybe adding that prop underneath the right hip. Take a deep breath, opening the heart, and then slowly let yourself drop into your Pigeon Pose. Maybe stacking the hands, resting the forehead. Coming up onto your hands. Coming into our twist, so pouring your weight into that right hip. Swing that left leg all the way around.
crossing that left ankle, outer edge of the right thigh. Make sure that both sit bones are anchored into the ground. Left fingertips behind. Inhale, reach high to the right side. Exhale into your twist. Slowly unraveling on the inhale, supporting that left leg back behind you. Come onto your hands, sunbird pose. Sweep that right leg back, release your forearms, lift that right heel high to the sky. And release the knee. From here, let's come onto the mat, cross your ankles, sweep your legs forward. Moving into a flowing boat. Make sure you have enough room behind you. We're coming down soon. Soles of the feet onto the mat. Plug your shoulders into your body. Setting up. Bring your hands forward. Spine's nice and long. Crown of the head is active. Bring your hands together. Index fingers pointing forward. As you exhale, bring your hands to the left side. And then extend the opposite leg. Right leg comes out long. Inhale to center. Exhale, switch. Left leg long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. A few more rounds here. You can challenge yourself by keeping both heels off of the mat. You should hear yourself breathing. Ujjayi pranayama. On the exhale, feel that breath. One more round each side. And release. Slowly, we're going to unwind. Use that core strength to do so very slowly. Gaze over the knees, over the fingertips. Very slowly unwind that nice, beautiful long body stretch. Take your arms overhead. Sweep your legs out nice and long. Maybe take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Heavy sigh out of the mouth. Soles of the feet flat onto the earth. We're going to bring that left shin in towards the body and extend that right leg flat out, nice and long. We'll move into what's called half happy baby. So rotate the left sole of the foot up towards the sky. Grab a hold of the outer edge of that left foot or behind the left thigh. Your right hand can press down into that right hip bone, that right hip crease, anchoring in. Pelvis is heavy into the earth. Anchoring that left knee down towards the ground. And then slowly guiding that left shin back to center. And then we'll take it all the way across the body, all the way to the right side. Open your arms out like wings, and then slowly gaze across the left shoulder and left fingertips. Unwinding back to center. Sweep that left leg down to meet the right. And then hug the right knee into the body. Opening out that right knee to the side. Half happy baby. Right sole of the foot up towards the sky. Grab a hold of the foot or behind the thigh. Left hand firms down onto that left hip.
slowly guide that left knee back in. Interlace the hands around the shin for just a moment. And then guiding that knee across the body, settling into your supine twist. Radiating your arms open, right shoulder down, gaze across the right fingertips. Unravel back to center. Both legs long. Let's move into full happy baby next. Bringing both knees in, rotate the soles of the feet up, grab a hold of the outer edge of the feet, or again, behind the backs of the thighs. Tailbone and shoulders, head heavy and relaxed into the earth. You can stay here, maybe rock side to side. If you want to open the hamstrings a little more, peace fingers around the big toes. Maybe extend one leg or the other at a time. Slowly hug the thighs back to one another. Soles of the feet onto the ground. One final pose. A little mini inversion. So we'll start with a simple legs up the wall. So extend the legs straight up overhead. Press out through the heels. Breathe into the backs of the knees. Hands down by the hips. You can stay here and just feel the support of the earth on your back body. Maybe take your hands, give yourself a little lymphatic massage, drawing the hands up towards the heart, massaging the backs of the legs, or opting to come into a shoulder stand, hands down by the hips, light bend in the knees. Use your support of your hands to lift your pelvis and then grab your hands backs of the hips and then slowly extending the legs up towards the sky if you're there. Pressing down through the backs of the triceps, gazes towards those toes. Stay here, or maybe just having fun with the legs, pointing one toe and then the other behind you, or bicycling if you're a cyclist, or slowly dropping into your plow pose, letting the toes come behind you. So many different options here. Take what you want, leave what you don't. About 3 more breaths wherever you're at. If you're in plow pose or shoulder stand, slowly support your pelvis back down towards the ground. We'll all hug our knees into our chest, giving yourself just a little hug, giving yourself thanks for allowing this time and space to move and connect. Not only with our own being, but with others in the valley. Even though we're not here in person, we're still connecting through this video. One final round. Bring the soles of the feet together, just like we opened the class. One hand over the center of the belly, one hand over the center of the heart. Let your eyes close. Take a few deep breaths, moving back into that belly, heart, rhythmic cycle. Softening the forehead, softening the jaw. And when you feel complete with that breath work, move into your final relaxation pose, Shavasana, extending one leg and then the other. Opening the palms up. And the eyes closed. Knowing that there is nothing left to do, nowhere to be, but right here, right now. The bones relax into the earth. Allow that sense of being held by the earth. Completely envelop the body, the mind, the soul. Starting to draw awareness into the body. If you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, feel free to pause the video and come out whenever you're ready. Otherwise, I will be your guide. Gently moving the fingertips and toes, rotating the head side to side. Feeling your body move with ease, with light, with freedom. Get your arms overhead, feeling open and alive. Long body stretch. Keep your arms down, hug your knees into your chest, gently moving side to side. Eventually, move all the way over towards one side. And then use your top hand, gracefully guiding yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, connected through your sit bones, but also lifting to the sky from your crown of the head. Let's sweep our arms up, overhead palms meet at the top. Exhale, draw your thumbs towards the center of the forehead as a reminder to have clear and loving thoughts. Thumbs meet over our lips as a reminder to have clear and loving communication. And finally, thumbs in towards your heart center as a reminder for clear and loving intention. Thank you so much for being here this morning. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing your practice. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Just have a beautiful rest of your day.